going on, everybody? We are back. So next week, it is Thursday of the next week, it's our scheduled lab time to work on our senior project. So let me give you a quick progress update. So we have a trailer. It's looking more and more like a trailer every day. We got our neck finished up welding, and we got it tacked on here for the whatchamacallits and everything. And we got it set up the correct orientation. We have all of our spring hangers are tacked on there as well. So yeah, what we got to do today is we got more metal in for the deck, so we're gonna start cutting that up, and also we will be finishing up welding these guys. And also, if I have time, I'm going to finish grinding these out, make this side look like this side. Weld up this hitch. We got this hitch plate in here. So we got a lot of stuff to do. We have 5 people here today. Logan is gone. He's helping work our rodeo. So we have me, Quinn, Hector, Sam, and Jessica. So yeah, we'll get to rocking. And yeah, we'll see. Get some footage of cutting up all of our cross members. We have all those sitting over here. So all this metal here is for our deck frame. These are the main frame rails here, I-beam. And these are our side rails out of big angle iron. These are all of our cross members. We gotta cut 22 of those suckers at 96 inches wide. So yeah. Let's get going. So right now what we're doing is, since we have some people, we're going to do a couple of different things. We're going to get, these are our cross members, we're going to get them over to shop 7, and that way we can get those starting to cut. We got to cut those down to 96 inches, a bunch of them. And over here we have our deck main rails, and we need to notch the backs of these similar to how we did the back of those for part on the ground. Alright, so a little later in the day, we got a couple updates here. So over here, started welding up this neck to the main frame. Yeah, most of the weld's done. I just got the inside long ones left to do. And then that's all we can do. That's all I want to do right now. I want to save these other long ones here. I want to do those flat because I suck at welding vertically. So I have to weld the hangers, and also, so once I weld the hangers, then I can flip the thing on its sides to weld everything. And out here, we have these beams cut. So, cut these angles. This is upside down right now. This is going to be what's dragging on the ground when the trailer's tipped. Let's make some clearance for that. And then I haven't checked on Sam and Hector lately. They've just been cutting away on this bandsaw over here in 7, so let's go see what's going on here. Alright, now we're over here, shop 7. We're cutting away cross members. And yeah. How's it going, Sam?
Dude, the way we did the first, like, how many did we do? Like 6? was not very good. Yeah, keep going.
You got it dialed now though, or what?
Stop. Yeah, this is the second one we're doing this method. Maybe like a tippy tap. Like a tippy tap. And it took forever.
I see.
But I think we got it now. Another one.
Cool. So that's what's going on here. We got other projects working on behind me, and yeah, it's just a busy day in the shop. Alrighty, we got a little bit of updates here. I finished off welding these as much as I could, so we got these long guys in on the inside and the outside. So that's all for welding for today, I think, because another group took the dual shield, so I can't weld the hangers anymore. Over here we got plasma cutting out gussets for right here, as most goosenecks do. Yeah, we're just kind of plugging away at that stuff. So this probably won't be it for this video. We'll probably continue on next week. We'll just make this video post later, because I don't think I got enough to make a full video from just today. Been running around too much without recording, so yeah, that's where we're at right now. Alright, so we're about calling it quits for today. We got Quinn is over here still working away. He's plugging away on those beams still, getting them cut to fit. And over here, we got all of our cross members cut. And yeah, so we got all these, we got 22 I-beam cross members going on here. Sam and Hector grinded all these out today. So yeah, I think we will catch you next week. What is going on, everybody? We are back. It is Monday of the next week, or technically it's Tuesday, but it's a Monday schedule because we had Martin Luther King Day off. So we are back in the shops again, and Quinn's here. He's cutting up to fit the end plates that we made on these. So you can see here, we got one done. We just need the other one. That's what he's working on right now. And I'm going to start welding again. I got all of these guys to weld still, as well as a couple other things. So we're going to get to doing that, and yeah, we got our tires are coming in today, so we're going to be able to go get those mounted. Hopefully we'll be able to get our axles on the next couple of days if we get our hardware. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. Let's get to it. Well, we are back again. I kind of didn't film much on that day that I was here last. So now it is Thursday again, is our lab time. We got the whole crew here. And now we are checking our hitch height. So what we did is we got these axles just kind of sitting in here. We don't have the proper hardware yet, but we got the axles in, sitting on the wheels. And there's Logan. So now what we're doing is we got this sitting level, and then we put our shocker hitch in the receiver, and we have Quinn's coming up with his truck right now, and that's we're just gonna check hitch height, make sure our SolidWorks was correct, which right now it does look mostly correct, so that's good. And yeah, we dialed it in so like on the older truck, like my truck or Quinn's truck, it'd either be on the middle hole or the bottom hole, so the lowest it can go. And then on our newer trucks, like our 3500 L5P, it'll be on the top hole, which is a little taller because those trucks sit a little bit higher. So yeah, we're just plugging along today. We're kind of on hold right now because the plasma cutter is being occupied by different groups, and we need to plasma cut a bunch of stuff out for our winch mounts and gussets and stuff for that. So yeah, that's what we got going on right now. Alright, so we got Quinn's truck in here, which we don't have any way to jack the front up and down, but it's on the middle hole on the hitch, and it's a little too high. Interesting. So when it brings down the bottom hole, that's probably another couple inches closer. And then the trailer is tipped tongue up a little bit. So you can see here on the level, the back needs to come up. And it's sort of sitting here. We don't really have any lugs or anything, so it's just kind of supported where it should sit, close to where it should sit. Probably sit a little lower than that once everything's together. So for all intents and purposes of the research that we just did, I think we're set good. And I like this. We made the tongue 8 feet instead of 7. That way you can walk through here. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Alrighty, so now we got this sucker flipped. We took the axles and wheels back off, took the hitch off. Now we got it flipped on its side because to weld up these verticals on the neck, so I'm gonna run it real hot and real deep and make sure that it gets nice and penetrated, because those are one of the most integral welds on this trailer. And you also have to weld on the hitch here. Weld all that in because we know it's the right height now. So yeah, let's get going there. We got Quinn and Max are over here. They are plasma cutting our pieces out that we need to weld for our gussets and whatnot for the neck. And I'll have some welding to do. What do you think about it, Quinn? Yep. So yeah, we're gonna get to doing that. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? We are back once again. Didn't really get much filming done last week, so we're back on the next week again, and we're plasma cutting today. We are cutting out this inch-thick steel with the 200 amp plasma cutting tip. We've never actually cut anything this thick before, at least since I've been here, so this will be an interesting experience. So we'll see what's going on. Alrighty, we just cut these junts out. It was quite an experience using the 200 amp head on it. But yeah, we're just letting them cool. They're really hot. So now what we got going on is we got those plates that we cut out earlier. We have a marked with holes to drill. So we're going to use the Carlson drill press here and drill some holes in these bad boys. We already got 2 done. We got 2 more to do. And it ought to be good. now we got all those drilled and they're sandblasted nice. And now Quinn's welding them in place, or at least tacking them, so we can weld them. What do we think about it? Nice. That'll be good. The placement for those is pretty crucial because otherwise your cylinders aren't going to be straight. You gotta have your cylinders straight. Alright, it is now another work day for the whole team, and today we have a couple things planned. So we got finished welding. We're gonna finish welding on this whole neck and deck, or main frame, and we're gonna start cutting the beams for the deck so we can slide our cross members through them. So what I've gotten done this week is I forgot the camera existed. So we have this gusset's welded, grinded, looks really nice, as well as this one. So now we're just ready. We're gonna flip this upside down, and I'm gonna finish up welding all these spring hangers because I don't really want to weld these vertically. So we're gonna weld all these, make them fully done, and then we should be done with the main frame today. That's the goal, and a good start on the deck frame as well. We've already got the tapers cut on the end of those, and we're gonna also start cutting up our stake pocket tubing because we're putting stake pockets in the side rails. We're not doing a rub rail, so we're gonna emboss tubing into the side rails of the deck. So we're gonna get going on that as well, and yeah, let's get to it. So before we do all that, we're gonna rearrange all of this stuff because the electric tractor group, this is Jack, he's in charge of it. We're gonna relocate his axle to right where this stuff is, and yeah, so we're gonna move that stuff around real quick, and then we'll get to moving the trailer. Alright, that's all done. Tractor's where it needs to be now. So now I gotta weld these guys up. I'm gonna weld these tops on both of those. Then we could flip it. So let's get to it. Alright, so now, gotta flip. The trailer is now upside down. So now, what we gotta weld is all the spring hangers back here. All these guys. I suppose I can weld these now. So I kind of preemptively welded those. That was smart. Yeah, we got some more welding to do. Alright, it's a little mid-afternoon check-in going on. Got these gaskets welded. Kind of forgot about them. I welded those up. And then I'm going to tack this guy. And then probably tomorrow, I'm going to weld that guy up. Just make sure this is tacked real good. That way when I might flip it back over so I can weld that guy. And then flip it to the last side. And then I can weld the outside of this, inside of that, and outside of these. And that should be it for the main frame welding that we have to do. So let's go see what everybody else is doing. Here we got Quinn. He's out here cutting holes in these. These are the main members for the frame, for the deck frame. And we're cutting all these holes in it to fit all of those cross members in there. So he's got this little, we made up this little template that spaces them perfect every time. Just plug it away. Almost done. You're about 2/3 done, I'd say.
Over half.
Yeah. The glass is half full.
That's right. That's right.
So let's go check on the rest of the group. So in here we got Logan and Hector are working on cutting the stake pocket tubes. How's it working out? Going good? Going good. Perfect. That's what I like to hear. So we had to make about, well, not about, we have to make 22 of these guys. These little tubes here. What these are going to do is like I'll show you on a trailer that I kind of stole the idea from. So this is a trailer that's been built in the brake department before. This is for hauling the tractor pull tractors. And what we're cutting over there is these guys. So they're tubes that go into the face of the top of the side rails, because I didn't want to do a rub rail. So these will go in, they'll be welded all around here, and then there's a cross member right here, and that is where it'll also be welded to, so it'll be nice and sturdy. Alrighty, well it's the end of the day today. Got a lot done. Got all of the notches cut out of the deck frame members, so we can start sliding cross members in there once we get it in the shop, once we get this frame out. So yeah, we got a couple more things to weld on this. Probably do that over the weekend or something. And hopefully we'll be able to start building the deck next week. So with that, I think that'll be the end of this video. So yeah, we will catch you on the next one. Share it with your friends. Subscribe, it's literally free. I mean, why wouldn't you? Yeah, I'll see ya.